Welcome everyone. From the previous video, it is clear that if it is a current carrying loop, if the current is flowing through the loop in that particular direction, then the magnetic moment can be defined as the current that is flowing through the loop and the area of the loop, that is capital A, I into A. So what is the direction of the magnetic moment? Because it is a vector, so this is m vector and this is a vector, and this a vector is perpendicular to that of the plane of the loop, so the magnetic moment is also perpendicular to that of the plane of the loop. Now the question is, the atom can be treated as a magnetic dipole or not? Here this current carrying loop is treated as an magnetic dipole, because the current is flowing, if you look from this way, then it is flowing in the anti-clockwise direction. So in the upper portions, if any observer can see from there, the north pole is created, and from the downside, if anyone see, that is the south pole is created. So is the same things happens for an atom or not? That you will see. What atom basically constitutes? Atom basically constitutes a nucleus. Atom basically constitutes an electron. If I consider simple Bohr model of atom, so if I say this is my nucleus, and then this will be the orbit of the electron, and the electron is orbiting around the nucleus in an orbit of radius r. If I consider this is the nucleus, I am just giving the sign nucleus, then it is orbiting around the nucleus in that particular orbit, and let us say this is the velocity of the electron in that particular orbit. Then according to the Bohr's condition of quantization, that is the Bohr's second postulate, we can write down the angular momentum, that is L, which is noted as, that is the mass of the electron, that is me, the velocity of the electron, and the radius of the electron in which it is orbiting around the nucleus, that is nh by 2 pi or nh cut, that is quantized, where h cut is equal to h by 2 pi, that is the angular momentum is quantized. So what is the direction of the angular momentum? If the electron is revolving around the nucleus in that particular orbit, so it is something like that. If I just curl my finger in this direction, then it will be just points out, okay. Just like if the electron's path is basically indicating my 4 fingers and is curling around, then the thumbs pointing the direction of the angular momentum. So the angular momentum of this electronic orbit in that particular case is upward, okay. Now we try to understand that, is it a current carrying loop or not? Since the electron is revolving around the nucleus at a certain speed, so obviously it will be a current carrying loop. Since the electron is revolving around certain path, then it will be treated as a current carrying loop. So what is the definition of the current? The definition of the current gives us that I, that is the current, is equal to Q divided by time, that is the charge divided by time. Now the electron is revolving in that particular orbit. So what is the charge of the electron, that is E? What is the time taken by the electron in one complete revolution? We can say that is the time period of revolution. Now it is the electronic orbit of radius r. So what is the path length covered by the electron after one complete revolution? Obviously that can be denoted as 2 pi r divided by the velocity of the electron in that particular orbit. So it is called the time period of revolution. So 2 pi r is the path length, v is the velocity of the electron, so 2 pi r divided by v is the time period of revolution. So if I put this in this equation, then it will be 2 pi into small r divided by v. So the current becomes EV divided by 2 pi into r. What is the area? Area of that will be pi into r square. What is the magnetic moment? Magnetic moment can be find out from this relation, that is capital M equal to capital I into A. Capital I is equal to EV divided by 2 pi r. What is A? A is equal to pi r square. So if I just cancelling these things, pi and pi, here r square and r, only r remains. So it will be 1 by 2 into EV into r. Now if I try to find out what is the value of V from here, then V will be becomes L divided by ME into R, or L can be replaced by the NH cut, so it is NH cut divided by ME into R. So if I try to replace this here, then this will be 1 by 2 into ER. What is ER? ER into V. V is N H cut divided by ME into R. Just substituting the value of velocity here, R and R cancels out. So it simply becomes N into EH cut divided by 2 into ME. So E is the electronic charge, H cut is the reduced Planck's constant, 2 is also a constant, and ME is the mass of the electron. So here all the things are constant, all the terms are constant. So we can say small n into a constant, it is named as the Bohr magneton, and this Bohr magneton basically says us that the magnetic moment is the integral multiple of the Bohr magneton. So I am just writing down it here separately, mu b, which is called the Bohr magneton. Bohr magneton equal to EH cut divided by 2ME. So if you calculate it, then obviously it gives you a constant term. And that is 1.27 into 10 to the power 9.27 into 10 to the power minus 24 ampere meter square. Why ampere meter square? Because mu b, m equal to n mu b. N is a constant integer. So whatever be the unit of m, that should be the unit of the Bohr magneton, and it is a constant 9.27 into 10 to the power minus 24 ampere meter square. And what is this n? N is the principal quantum number. So if the electron is orbiting in a first orbit, then its magnetic moment will be mu b. If the electron is orbiting in the second orbit, then its magnetic moment is 2 mu b. So just like it is, magnetic moment is also quantized from the condition of quantization of the Bohr. Now if we try to find out what is the direction of the magnetic moment vector, then this is the m vector, and now in that particular equation, just see E divided by 2ME, E divided by 2M into E. NH cut can be replaced by the L vector, but one thing we have to careful about that here I am placing the magnitudes in these equations. So if I replace the negative sign here, that is the charge of the electron, since the electron is revolving, and that's why this magnetic moment is originating here. So whatever be the directions of the magnetic moment vector, that is opposite to that of the angular moment vector, and that is obviously, if we just try to understand the value, it is obviously E divided by 2ME times the angular moment vector. So in that particular case, since it is rotating in this orbit, so if we want to find it out that where is this angular moment vector is upwards, but where is this magnetic moment vector, so it will be downwards.